What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing the game between the Chicago Bulls and Toronto Raptors this evening. The Bulls haven't played since Friday evening since they played the Boston Celtics, which was a loss. And tonight, the game was pretty. I'm gonna be honest. When the game first started, and I'm watching how the game was playing out, and I'm looking at, body language and things like that. Zach LaVine didn't play tonight. Andre Drummond, Kobe White still missing out of the lineup. Of course, Lonzo. Pascal Siakam didn't play. But I looked at the game. I'm like, matchup-wise. I look at Fred VanVleet. I look at Ayo Dosunmu, DeMar DeRozan, OG Anunoby. I'm looking at certain matchups. I'm looking where the Bulls can most likely exploit. I'm like, Vucevic should have a really big game tonight. Billy Donovan started off, going into the post with Vucevic early, which every game I think should be the game plan. Go to Vuce early, let him get going, and allow the offense basically to take shape around the paint play. Dump it down to Vuce in the paint and allow DeMar to move off the ball. Now, the Raptors were playing extremely pressing defense on DeMar DeRozan all night long, trapping him early, making sure ball denials, making sure he's not getting to his spots and things of that nature tonight. Luckily for the Bulls, the three ball was falling. And when I say it was falling, the Bulls looked really, really well from three, especially early in the game. After the first quarter, the Bulls did lead by 9. But in the second, that's when the story of the night was unforced errors and a lot of bad turnovers. I seen the Bulls man movement and ball movement play out really, really well before in other games this season, and tonight just wasn't there. I don't know if Ayo was, pressed up too much for the moment, so to speak, because it was like he didn't look like himself. And so at the point guard spot, Dragic did get in there and played some really, really good minutes for the Bulls tonight. He looked really good. As everyone knows, he did play for the Raptors at one point, but he looked really well in his minutes tonight. I think Dalen Terry coming in, adding a spark off the bench was something that they did need. The second unit, I got to give a big ups to them. The second unit really played good tonight with the absence of Zach, because of the knee. The second unit came up and they made a lot of big plays and a lot of big moments in the game. But again, like I said, unforced errors and bad turnovers. The Raptors go on 2 separate runs in the second quarter, and they end up taking the lead going into the half. The Bulls start the third quarter, taking and making threes. Tonight really showed me something, that when guys do get open, they are able to come through for Billy and the coaching staff and make shots, especially, like I said, with Zach not playing. You need that collective to come together and build wins. So Patrick Williams played really well tonight. He got off. I'm not gonna lie. Patrick Williams was aggressive. He looked really good. And that's what you should be getting from him. Right? He should be aggressive enough to be able to get to his spots, aggressive enough to get to the rim, aggressive enough to be productive on both sides of the ball. So he showed that tonight. And when I look at the box score and I look at certain things of the game tonight, and I look at what Fred VanVleet did to the Bulls, and I look at rebounding. Now points in the paint was definitely something that I thought the Bulls would have been able to attack more. But again, the Raptors defense were really on. This was, I don't know if you watched the game tonight or not, but this game had a playoff feel to it. It was high energy, a lot of high tempo, going up and down the floor. At the pace was incredible. I enjoyed the game just from a fan's perspective. Points in the paint, the Raptors had 62, the Bulls had 38. Fast break points, the Bulls had 21, the Raptors had 14. The biggest lead of the game for Chicago was 13. The biggest lead of the Raptors was 10. And the bench points, again, like I said, the second unit, the Bulls bench 34 points to the Raptors 19. Turnovers 17 for Chicago. You cannot win in the NBA turning the ball over at that high of a clip. If you win a game where you're over 15 turnovers, that means you had to put up a lot of points. And the Bulls didn't have that luxury tonight. You didn't have a Zach LaVine's extra 20, 25 to lean on. You didn't have an extra rebound or 3 or 10 from Drummond. You didn't have those extra shots from Kobe. So it was like, for the Bulls to actually have a chance in this game, even though Pascal Siakam didn't play, you had to play pretty much a perfect game, because the level of defense that the Raptors played was just incredible, man. Like I said, from a basketball fan's perspective, you had to enjoy it. Like, I definitely enjoyed it, but bar none, I don't think that a team could have played a better brand of defensive basketball. And as far as the box score goes, DeMar DeRozan had 20. 5 turnovers though. Like I said, they was pressing him a lot. 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Patrick Williams had 13, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. Vucevic had a double-double, 18 and 12. Alex Caruso had 11 rebounds, 11 assists, 4 points. Ayo had 15 points. Javonte Green had 10. Dalen Terry had 4. Dragic had 16. And Derrick Jones Jr. added in 4 points. So, all in all, the Bulls played good tonight, but it ultimately wasn't enough. They ended up losing tonight's game to the Raptors, 113-104. But, like I said, things you can build on, back-to-back losses. True, right? You play the Celtics Friday. You come back and you play the Raptors. So now you coming off of 2 losses. Now it's time, I feel like, for the Bulls to really start to, still early in the season, but I feel like let's start coming into form, right? Let's start coming into form. Here we are in a stage of the season where, yes, it's still early, but you want to create good habits. I say that in all my videos. You want to create good habits. You want to create, wins where you like, okay, you 5-6, but you're playing teams that ultimately, if it comes down to it in April, you might meet this team. It's a back-to-back. So the Bulls will be flying to Chicago for the next game versus the Raptors. The Raptors will be coming into Chicago on Monday night, and we'll see how things pan out. I think that the Bulls have what it takes to beat a team like Toronto. I think they have what it takes to beat a lot of teams in the Eastern Conference, but that is yet to be determined as we go through the vigorous part of the season, and just build up more confidence when guys start to get healthy. In a nutshell, so to speak, you want to see what the Bulls could look like with Zoe, with Kobe, with Drummond, with Zach, everybody fully healthy and 100%, because last year they had an opportunity to do some things, but again, injuries, COVID, things like that kept piling up, and ultimately it ended their season. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Did you guys watch the game tonight? If you did, if you didn't, let me know. Raptors fans, Chicago Bulls fans, or if you're just an NBA fan in general, let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's always greatly appreciated to hear from you guys when you watch, listen, and tune in. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I catch you guys on the next video.